Well, that sucked. What's up, Habs fans? The Habs fall 3-2 to the Tampa Bay Lightning in Game 4 of the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. The first game to not go to overtime, even though it almost did. Yeah, that sucked in a lot of ways. The first periods were incredible. The Habs got the first multi-goal lead of this series, and they blew it. Bolduc scored, and Caulfield scored on a power play to make it 2-0. Gensel would then score later in the second. Hagel would score on a power play, Hagel would score on a power play, and then he would score again with 15:07 gone in the third period to take the lead, and the Habs would not get the lead back. Now, there's a lot to talk about in this game. First of all, there were a couple injuries to talk about. First, it looked like Corey Perry was out. And, I always feel bad whenever any player goes out, even if it's somehow an opponent, because I'm a decent fucking human. But Corey Perry comes back in right as Yuri Slafkovsky is leaving. And there's no good updates. There's no updates really at all. But a lot of people think that he's not coming back for at least the rest of this series, which is definitely going to suck. But every single team making a deep playoff run has a lot of players that just are injured and, can't come back. And I hate the fact that I have to bring it up a fourth game in a row, but the reffing, again, not complaining about it. But let's talk about that last call. I'm pretty sure it wasn't the last call of the game, but I'm pretty sure everyone knows what I'm talking about. The high stick. Was it a high stick? Abso-fucking-lutely it was a high stick. And it should have been called. But the ref clearly called the reaction, the embellishments, to the high stick. But I'm not as mad as a lot of Habs fans are. Yes, clearly that is not the right way you should do it. The ref should see the high stick, not the embellishment reaction, and call it as such. But at the end of the day, it was still a high stick. So we don't really have a lot of room to talk there. But yeah, just a huge problem that has been facing the Habs this season is the inability to play with a lead. And it's coming back to bite us again. A 2-goal lead when no one had more than a 1-goal lead all series long, and you blow it. It's not a good sign. Shots on goal in this game, Tampa outshot Montreal 20-18. Montreal was amazing in the dot, 64.9%. 1 for 5 on the power play for the Habs, 1 for 7 for Tampa. 16 penalty minutes for the Lightning, 18 for Montreal. 50 hits for Montreal, 28 for Tampa. Black shots, Tampa barely outsqueaked the Habs there, 14-13. And because they don't put goaltending stats next to the rest of the stats, because that would only make sense, Dobich was stopped 17-20 for an .850 save percentage. Like I said, every single other video, goaltending stats look terrible in the playoffs for everybody. So, yeah, the Habs, we finally got our primary scoring back, but that issue of being unable to play with a lead is not great. And it's going to be something that the Habs definitely need to fix if they even want a chance of winning this series. But we're at least guaranteed 2 more games of the series, so we're guaranteed to be going back to the Bell Center no matter what. So there is a bright side there. And Tampa, historically, has not played very well at home in the playoffs. So there's still a chance. The world is not ending. It's a tied series. It's best of 3. We're going to have to see what happens. Blessed be. Go Habs go.